G'day, and welcome back to that new Hobby High Ultramarines from Scratch episode 104. Now, technically, this would be my two yearly anniversary, but 52 times 2 is 104. But seeing that I did the big loop-de-loo for the 100, it's just a normal day. But so 2 years in the hobby, and I have had a great time of it. I've had a sickie this week. I have genuinely been ill, but because of that, I've been able to pump out a lot of shit. It has been possibly one of my most constructive bloody paint couple of days. I've nearly gotten 12 full hours this last week, and I have got shit to show for it. So first off is the first thing I got done was those last two squads of inductii, the plasma ones, and they look immaculate. Got them based and highlighted. I got the glow effect back to normal, which was really nice, and they got put in the done pile. And they were great. The second thing I did was I actually got a game, first game in a month, and I used said inductii, and I actually won a game with 3 units of inductii, 2 units of troops, and all the other bits and pieces I've collected over this last year that I haven't used a lot, like the rapiers with the grav guns, or Remus Van Anus, and the tarantulas. Actually fucking managed to win a game with the bottom of the barrel stuff, which doesn't see the table very often because it just doesn't. You play a small game, you might take 2 bad units, but this time I took all bad units, and surprise, surprise, I actually turned up trumps. So that was good. That video clip is at the end of this. The next thing I did was I got the terminators done. All bar the screaming, so they only need the decals now, and only need the decals and a varnish over them, and they're ready to go. I'll try and get them done tonight. And then I had a crack at the knights, and I have been thoroughly enjoying painting knights. I thought they'd be like very complicated, overly annoying, sort of goofy looking, and Wrong. I thought they'd be difficult to paint. Wrong. I thought they'd look retarded when they were done. Wrong. I have thoroughly fucking enjoyed painting knights this last week. So much so that I've cracked in and I've put together my allied detachment, consisting of 4 armigers, or Helgravens, or whatever they're called, 2 shooty ones, 1 close combat, and a big tall one. So, they've been great fucking fun. I've really enjoyed them. I'll show you this bit first. So, this is the chicken legs of the big one. So, it took about 2 hours worth of pinning to get it strong enough to actually support the weight and to get it balanced correctly. So, when he sits on the body, he'll actually look dynamic. Now, I originally chose the pose because I wanted him moving. I didn't want him static. So I looked through the internet and I found a picture of Usain Bolt, who's the fastest chap on earth. And I thought, beauty, that'll do. So I got a picture of him mid-run. And I started to put all this rigmarole together. And then I noticed, I'm not a very observant fella, but these things have got chicken legs. So they've got the hips to the knee to the heel. That would be the foot, and this bottom bit would be the toe. So it's got like chicken legs. So I had to rejig everything to make it actually look sort of, chicken running. So Usain Bolt was the inspiration, but the real model I followed was a stopgap animation of a chicken running across the road to get to the other side. And this model is fucking fantastic, by the way. This is one of the last resin ones. And the level of detail is spectacular. These pistons, these rods actually move inside these pistons. So you've this gimbal of a foot. You've got a full amount of movement to set it up however you want. The toes are fully separated so they can flex and move. Like here, I've got them all sort of like closed up as it's been dragged through the air. And yeah, I fucking reckon it looks great. I'm so impressed at how well it came together and how well it's going to sit. So yeah, this is my House Vornherr big Titan dude. And he's going to be running like that, machine gun, sword. But what I'm going to do, so I just realised you can't see that. Fuck. Here you go, running like that. But what I'm going to do is I've got some, my local hobby shop's getting some A4 plastic sheet that's about a quarter of a mil thick, right? It's a flat A4 polystyrene sheet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it up and then I'm going to paint it. Now put it over a heat gun. I'm going to wrinkle it up and the knight is going to have a cape. And all this was great. It looks great. It's going to be dynamic, flowing, moving fast. But then, you know, I didn't bother reading the rules. And somebody told me that knights can't run. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he's tripping up. Maybe he trod on one of them spiky Chaos Marines. He's like going, fuck, you know, shaking his back leg out, trying to get the spike out of the sole of his foot. But yeah, still a long way off from being done, but he's going to be done. But the ones I have done, check them out, here and here. Now these are the two that I got finished. I started painting them and I just got fucking carried away. I couldn't stop. I just kept on, you know, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And I was grinning all the way. All the way. I couldn't fucking stop. So this is my two fully finished Vornherr shooty armigers. And yeah, I love them. I reckon they're great. Nice and exhaust, black at the back because I don't think they'd be cleaning. I don't think they'd be running catalytic converters. So yeah, melters, all the gun barrels are burnt. They look a little bit, you know, freaking. They look a little bit circusy, but the red and the yellow was what they had on the from what I found from the Google searches from them. And yeah, and the stickers are custom made from a place called Forgotten Chapters, including all the writing stuff. That's all from Forgotten Chapters. The checker patterns are stencils, and some of them, however, are taped, and these ones are hand drawn. These ones here, hand drawn, stencil. Yeah, and just the amount of variety I'm going to be able to put into each one to make each one look different. Oh, I'm just stoked with them. I reckon they look great. I'm really looking forward to fielding them. I'm not going to field them until I've got a full allied detachment of those two, and whatever that turns out to be. But yeah, it was a fun little distraction. I really fucking enjoyed it. The story of them's a bit fucking grim if you look into it. They died to a man, or died. There's no House Vornherr in 40k. They all died out completely during the Horus Heresy. After getting most of their house wiped out on Calth, like 98% of it, the rest of them painted their robots black, and they went on a suicide run at Horus's troops, and the last of them died on Beta Gammon. So yeah, they didn't survive, but bloody hell. Don't they just fucking look a treat? I'm not talking about my paint job. That looks shit. I'm talking about the colours and the brightness and just the carnival of them. They're fucking fantastic. What else is happening? All right, I found a nice little trick which I've been enjoying. My wife bought me this, which is it's a push button nail file. Yeah. Very light, AA battery, very light spin, but very fine paper. And the idea was to get this, and when I, instead of farting around with a file or sandpaper, which can be quite difficult, you just use this, and you can round it off very nicely, very easily, and it's such a spectacular little tool. I didn't think of it before. Yeah, I just you can find them on Temu or Amazon or something, but it's not. I don't even know its name brand, but it's a good little tool. I like it a lot for my hobbying. And the second is I found another website on YouTube, or another YouTube channel that I like. It's a fella called Jonathan Mann, or the channel's called Jonathan Mann. Now, he may be AI or it may not be, but he does Horus Heresy songs. And I've been listening to a few of them, and they are fucking on. They hit the clit on the head. They are spectacular. I'm really enjoying them. Not every day, because I don't want to be a person that lives and breathes this stuff. I want to be, I don't want to say normal, but I want to have a bit of moderation, But every now and then I'll stick one of his songs on this week, and it's just been brilliant. But yeah, other than that, I'll put on, straight after this, I'll put on the battle report. I did absolute butchery of camera work during that, so you'll have to forgive me. And yeah, pretty much that's it. It's been a spectacular week. I'm stoked with the amount I got done. I'm hoping to get these two done this week. And then back to painting blue. Oh, and I will get the Terminators completed. So another unit done, and hopefully them done. Move them over to that side. And then maybe I'll either do this or this. But I'm not assembling any more until I get the Kratoses and the Caesarians and the Assault Squad done. So that's the way I'm going from this. Anyway, that's all from me. Freaking check out the battle report. Give your missus a kiss, and I'll catch you all later. Cheerio. Righto, so this is the game I had last Saturday, the battle report. It was set up as ambush and War of Lies. So everyone gets a template. The template's worth a certain amount at the end of the game. Right, I felled two 10-man tacticals, 3 10-man inductii, a 5-man unit of tarantulas with a tech priest, a 10-man unit of veterans, a 3 graviton rapiers, Remus Van Anus, a Xiphon, and 3 Aquiters, and a Mortificator and his Dread Buddy. And that's 3,000 points. Basically, all the little units that have not really played the game. I haven't played the game with them very much, and I just wanted to see how they'd go. The other fellow, the Ravenguard army, I didn't actually get a rundown of it, unfortunately, but it was full and mighty. I drew the short straw and had to set up in the middle, and this was my setup, putting the Aquiters facing every direction, because I didn't know which way them sneaky Ravenguard buggers were going to come. I think everything came from reserves, except for the jet bikes and a dreadnought. So this is where I fucked up most of the camera work. You can see it's very dramaful. Deep Strike, turn 3. The gunship came in. The Dark Furies came in with the Chaplain and the Praetor. The only thing that saved my army from running away is the fact that they were inductii and they couldn't break. They automatically passed their tests. And with Remus sitting on, and with them having line and sitting on objectives, they did really well. Eventually I whittled down everything. That fucker there, fucking Katie's next. His brutal 2 guns are absolute bullshit. He is such a strong fucking dude. Luckily I killed him with a Xiphon, but I had to waste an entire round of Xiphon shooting to get him. Eventually, just through mass fire, I killed a lot of dudes. I wiped out pretty much all of his army except for his 2 tactical squads who were too far away to sit on a objective, and I won the game. Thank you very much. It was